Right, so for everyone not familiar, this is my 1999 NB mx5. It got put off the road earlier this year because of rust. But after seeing a friend's one and seeing that it got fixed, I'm going to fix it. We got rid of the cool wheels, the seats, still got the harnesses. The bumper is, I've still got the bumper, we don't need to worry about that. It's still here, that's the main thing. So we are doing rear quarter, front chassis rails, and sills. I think the sills have seen better days down here on that joint. I have just been stabbed in the leg and it really hurts. Ow! Spider's living in it. So, right, let's pull it out and start pulling some more bits and pieces off it. Sorry about that. Let's try that again. So, after sitting in the bush, it's not doing too bad, but I've noticed something. Something's been making a little nest. Oh dear. What has been doing that? That is not ideal. Change of plan, we are now going over to my container. After seeing all of the plums in the engine bay, we are now sorting it properly. So we are going to my container and sorting all of that out so we can get to work. So here we are. The car is here in the container and it is time to start pulling bits off. I've already made a start off all over everything on the way, bits of wood. So starting off, just a couple of interior bits. I can't take any of the front off yet because Luke has kindly offered, I've got a plan with the front. So the lights on this are terrible. So we are going to put some type of light in here. I have an idea of what I want with it. There is a guy on Instagram that's got it on his, but not with the lights in, but he's got the pods there. But yeah, so that's the idea. So Luke is going to be scanning the front of this sometime soon, and then once he has done that, it'll be time to strip it, get everything off, and start work on rock repair and whatever else needs doing to it. So let's get cracking with the inside. Right, finally got it. So again, for reference, them two plugs there, we have all of them plugs and clips over there. You can just about see it in the back. And then the last one is that one there. Okay, perfect. So these three are these three are all heater, and this one is for the old clock. So doing everything that I can to remember where everything goes, because that is the biggest downfall, is not knowing where stuff goes. So tape everything, with words, making sure you know where stuff goes so you're not stupid later on. I forgot that it had an aftermarket alarm system on it, so I'll have to unpick all of that and try and work out where it's all connected to. I know the alarm in the front isn't even connected, so, or is connected but isn't on a mount, it's just flapping around in the engine bay, so we'll get to that bit. But yeah, for now it's working out whatever's going on down here and up into there. So this is Luke. Luke is Scanny. The scan man. So yeah, cover it all in darts. He does the light flashy thing like that. Then he puts it onto there and makes things with it, you know. Spicy. That works. That works. So that is Luke, all done with the scanning. It's nice and simple. So he was scanning it to effectively what I was saying about the pods being in here. Potentially. It's not confirmed yet, but we're going to do a drawing to see how it's all going to look, and then we will go from there. If not, then some little square ones which I have on my other car. Just to give it a little bit more light, because these are terrible. So yeah, a little something in here, potentially big spots, but we're not sure yet. So we'll see how it's looking and then go from there. So I've done a little bit of digging. Yes, all of this is alarm stuff. It was all just spliced into different wires, which I now have to work out where it's all going to go back to, because this one's a bit weird. There's the yellow to the green, and then there's another yellow that goes off up there and goes to another green. So I'll work out that. I'm not very good at wiring, so we'll work that bit out. But all of this now can all be cut off and slid out the front. So that is the dash out. Downside is I need the metal bar from in there to be able to mount the steering wheel back on, because I still need to be able to move this in and out for now. So I can't film it because I haven't got anywhere to prop my phone, but basically I'm doing all of these screws, getting all of this off. So that was a massive pain in the ass. You basically had to take everything out, and airbag and everything to get to the screws underneath it. So because of that one screw there. But it's off, it's out. Now to place that back in so that I can still fit the steering wheel and be able to use that for the duration of the car needing to move, and then after that we can take it all back out again. Trying to get the vision of what we want from this car. So we are stripped all of the dash, and now it's just seeing what's going to work best. So as much as I like these seats, it's probably a no-go, but we have other options, including some that I really like but are very expensive. Well, here we are. It's been a long time since I've seen the car without the roof on. We got a fair chunk done. I say a fair chunk, it's not that much, but it's enough that it's progress nonetheless. Well, that was zoomy. It's progress. That is the main thing. That is why I'm doing it, is to just get little bits and pieces done every now and again. I say every now and again, as much as I can, basically, because it's going into winter. I want to get it done. But yeah, it's progress. It's what's next? Next steps will be, one, it can still now drive, which is the good part. I could do with removing roll cage and roof next. Just because of these, I can get full rear quarters. So from every seam all the way around, I can get that. So once I've got them, we can smash forwards on metalwork. So that's why the car needs to be ready for it whenever they turn up. It is going to be the fun part of working out what's rusty, what's going to snap, and what I need to replace, and make up a list of everything that I need. I've started a list. It's more expensive stuff that I need but don't need straight away. So the main things are chassis rails, both sides, which I already have, both rear quarters. Then I think the plan is to maybe blast it and zinc spray underneath, because everyone knows mx5s, everyone knows they're going to rust. I don't want to spend loads of money on it just for it to rot away. But correct me if I'm wrong, if it is one of the only ones that's zinc sprayed in the UK, because I can't imagine that many people have gone to them lengths with them. I know a lot of people just have them repaired and then just go back out with normal paint. So let's see, we'll see what point we get to. That is the ideal situation. That's what I'd like to do with it, because if I can, even better, because then I'm not just spending money for it to rot away in a couple of years' time. So currently trying to bodge my way around trying to get the soft top off, but while doing that, some crazy thunderstorm going on over here. It's mad. So hopefully now the soft top can come out. I didn't film getting the bolts out because it was an absolute pain in the ass. So got all of them done. Now that can come out. Yes, the roll cage should have come out first, but currently this is the space I'm working in. Yes, I could crawl underneath and do it and whatnot, but if I can get the soft top out without taking that out just yet, then I will do it. That will be one of the next things to come out, but for now, this needed to go, which before it goes, if I can still fold it. My first time at Goodwood Festival of Speed sticker, that has to come off and be moved. Well, it put up a good fight. It finally came out. Yeah. This isn't going back in. So, like I said, the whole idea is to get it as light as possible. And for people that have MX5, you know that is like half the weight of the car. So yeah, that bit's all going to get a nice paint job along with all of the interior, because again, probably none of this is going back in. So it will all be nicely painted. Roll cage will potentially match interior colour. If not, it will stay black, and then all of like these panels and the panel that goes across there may potentially go black as well. But then the interior colour is going to be a type of grey. A little bit different to that, I think. But yeah, once it's all done, it should look quite nice. But big job. That out. I say big job. It's not even that big, but it was a pain. So we will go with saying it's a big job. So when I fitted the roll cage, I did it on my driveway very, very roughly, and not proud of it, but here we are. Both of these, once it's in metalwork, I will try and clean them up a little bit, because I'm not happy with those. I hate chrome, and this is the only bit, apart from these, that are chrome on my car. And badges, the other badges. Anyway, I hate chrome. Chrome must go. Can't stand the stuff, so these will be going to black. Right, can't remember how many days I'm in, but I am a couple of days in now. Not full days, just little bits, like I've been saying. So yeah, I don't really know today. I need to try and get this carpet out, which requires me to remove more stuff back there again. I might do that. If not, I've got panels to start removing. I do need to get this off, but I'm going to get it out of here first. It shouldn't be too bad because you can get to everything underneath, but for now it can stay on because I don't fancy squeezing down there to do it. So it put up a fight, but it is now out. Full carpet. That isn't going back in, so there was some cutting involved just because I'm being lazy and couldn't be bothered removing all of that just yet. So I was being lazy, but it's out. So it's all good. Everything's looking good. I did have to smash that a little bit to get the destroy or die frames on. I think my seats was just a little too wide for it and they wouldn't fit. So possibly, but we'll find out when I refit more whenever I get new seats. So at one point I did have a mouse living in this car. I don't know what happened to the mouse, other than there was a bit of a smell going around it afterwards. So I'm expecting at some point to find a dead mouse somewhere in this car. Right, most of the interior stuff is now out. I need to remove the rest of the heater, which is still in, and a couple of other little bits, but other than that, interior is looking pretty good. So next steps is going to be, I'm going to get boot off, sort out some of the wiring, pretty much everything out the boot, make sure all of that's done and gone, and then I guess engine bay. I'm half day Friday, so I can start that on Friday. So that is the boot lid off. I ended up getting this boot lid, as you can tell, very, very crusty. I ended up getting that because my other one, which is on the wall there, as you can see, we had a small issue. It did have a spoiler on it. The bonding lifted, then water got in there and it basically just started pulling the spoiler off. So eventually the spoiler did come off, but we had small patches of rust, which wasn't too bad, it was all just surface. So once everything's sorted, that one will be going back on because that one's mint, it's got no rust around the top, which is good because it's quite hard to find one of those without rust all around the top now. Or the money, which I didn't spend on that. That was like 20 quid from a place up in Derby, so great. Right, so they are out. Couple more bits to get out of the boot, which is cables for boot and fuel filler cap release. These few bits, fuel tank, battery, and cables for the battery. Then I think it's going to be time to start pulling the front end apart, getting everything drained out of it because it's still currently full of oil and coolant and everything else. So get all that sorted next, I think. Yeah, I think so, because everything else on the inside, basically lots of wiring. Roll cage will be coming out tomorrow afternoon, so Friday. Doors can come off at some point. Rest of the wiring down there. There's a bit of wiring for that side. Yeah, start getting it off all the way down to there, and then engine bay side. So just making little references. I need to weld little circles to the tops of these because currently that's like half sitting into that circle, which that does hold the bonnet down because I don't have a bonnet catch. So for reference, these need to have circles welded onto the top. But a nice easy job removing the rubbers. I hope that they're all good so that I can use them, which it looks pretty good. Reuse that, hopefully. Yes, I'm fully aware there's loads of screws here. All of the bags are in my car, so I need to get more bags out because we've used all of them doing interior things. So I've recruited George, he's on his way down, help me get the bonnet off of this. Another step tomorrow, everything else I can start pulling apart, potentially bumpers, wings, all that kind of stuff, and then I can start focusing on all of this. So I think the worst part is when the car is like this, it just makes you go, I want this car back on the road, because it is a good looking car, and everyone that comes in and looks at it all say they remember why the Mark II grows on them, because it is just it minus not having a bonnet on, but either way, that's why I'm saving this, because I love this car and I've got a lot of memories with it. So needs saving. There's a lot of work left to do, getting all of this out and working out where everything's got to go and all that first, but we are getting there. We've got organisation, all of the stuff will be on here, all organised, ready to go where it needs to go. There is stuff here, but it's not important stuff. But yeah, we'll get in there. We'll get in there.
Cause I wanna freeze this moment, make it mine, hold you close. Now my heart's wide open. When I'm with you, suddenly I feel no pain. Do you make it go away? Do you make it? Hold you close. Now my heart's wide open. When I'm with you, suddenly I feel no pain. Do you make it go away? Do you make it?
First wing got. Okay.
Alright. So far so good. Looks solid. Still. It's good.
So reference for all of the wiring, we've got a little box here. Then all of this is headlight related, minus one down here, which these two. I'm not sure what they're about. They was just lining the engine base, so I'll work that out. Side light is that one down there. I had to cut it, and you've also got indicator, side indicator. Also with this one, it goes to the fan, and then over this side, you've got the same, you've got the box, headlight, horns, and then the same again, so you've got your headlights, headlight, and then off of that way, you also have, no, that's everything, that's all. Right, more reference for this side. So we've got headlights and horns on all of that there. So that's all laid ready to go. Then comes up here to these two sensors on there and on there, which we can next see in the video. And then it juts off down this way. It's a fuse box and everything, so we'll work out all of this stuff next. Right, so these two have just come out of the bottom of the fuse box. That's it. That bit. Which now should allow us to move up the rest of this and then be able to get it out through there. Because there's not anything else on there that's very bulky, so technically that should go through there now. It also does have a hole in. So, not been filming for the last little bit, but roll cage is now out, loads of plastic, seat belts, all of that. We're getting there. Almost ready to pull all of the wiring loom out. Just a little bit more to sort out down here, and then we're good to go. So, all of that side is now out, all of this side is now out. It's just tackling bits around the engine, get that through there. Gotta get the heater out, which involves draining all the fluid, so that'll probably be one of the next ones, to be fair. Other than that, we are almost at the point of everything being out the top side. This one was underneath, goes down and into the subframe for some reason. And then that one goes down and juts off down that way. So I'll work out where all of that's going later on because I'm not getting down there yet. So we have removed the radiator brackets, 2 bolts snapped in there, front on that side, rear on that side, just for later on reference so that we know. Then we also removed the brake servo, removed it from here, only a small leak, which is fine. I wanted to try and get engine and stuff out today, but it's probably not going to happen, so we'll keep going, we'll keep removing bits and then see where we get to by the end of the day. Yeah. Hired some help. Great guy. Oh, you've got a bald patch on the back there, George.
What?
What?
It's the stress of working with you.
You love it.
That one's on.
Did I put the wheel back on the other side?
What's that?
Did I put the wheel back on the other side?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, subframe's coming out and everything's coming off. Pretty easy. George had some issues with the steering rack. Just couldn't pull it off, could you?
Why are you filming while I'm doing your fucking car?
Because I'm just documenting.
I'm documenting it!
Are you still using the other impact?
Yeah, that's what we're using. Yeah. No, we've tried that one, but
Which one's actually more powerful?
Probably this one.
yeah, that one's weak. I was just under there, George, isn't it? Just
What?
what?
What's that?
I'm documenting.
I've got an idea.
Basically, that one's decided to stop undoing halfway through undoing. Hey, at least it's going back up now.
I don't think it did.
That did go back up. There you go. Just taking my engine for a walk. So everything is stripped out. There's still obviously doors and a couple of little bits and pieces. You can't see in here, 2 seconds. So all of this is now out. I can strip this eventually. The engine's going into a dry storage because this place gets very, very damp. So that'll come off, go into dry storage. Everything else will get stripped. That last few bits, and then yeah, start on metal work. So we are now extremely close. I've literally just got to get the rest of the lines off. Started removing these. Got to get that one off, but I didn't bring the right tools out, so that can stay on for now. The fuel filling mixer now off. Just disconnecting all of the lines, disconnect the ones from underneath, and then we're almost there. Got to get that door off. This door's off. Windscreen has got to come out. Wipers are all out now, and yeah, that's pretty much it. A couple of little bits like door latches and all that. And fuel tank, obviously, that's all got to come out. But other than that, we are getting there. So hopefully on Friday, I'm going to look at making up split ends for it so that we can put it on the rotisserie and start scraping off all of the detritus from underneath so that we can get in and repair all of this side. You can't see because the light's not there, and then rear quarters, and then whatever else we've got to do. Modification wise, there's a few bits in here that we're going to be looking at, getting all nice, and yeah, I think there's a little bit of rot over there, which I think some of the rot's only going to show up after it's been blasted, which currently isn't going to be until I've repaired everything, because I think it was George made a very good point that if I blast it and then it sits in here with the damp that happens over the winter, it will just get worse and worse and worse, and then I'll be fighting a losing battle. So plan is do as much as I can with the car as it sits right now, and then do a blast and see what else comes up. But at least at that point, the majority of the work will all be done, and we'll be able to get it all sorted fairly quick. Touch wood after that. So yeah, that all out, done, but not today because it's getting dark and I need to go home because I am hungry. Also, depending on how much of the video I've already got from doing all of the stripping and how much time it will take up in the video, this might be the last clip from this point. I will start editing the video and see whereabouts we're at. I don't want to make the episodes too long and then people get bored and don't want to watch them. Next episode will be when we start scraping and start metalwork.